remaking project using this gorgeous fresh picked collection. You guys are gonna love it. This is really actually a redo, and that's why I'm showing this book. So this book was a 49 in Market book that I made. The paper is called Cottage Core, and I did this a year and a half ago, so back in January of 2025. And so I was trying to figure out what to do for my second project, and I thought, you know what, every once in a while I do like to kind of just redo one of my albums in different papers just to show y'all how different they can be. So the tutorial has actually already been up and posted. If you haven't seen it, I will have it linked down below, but it turned out really gorgeous. And so what I did was literally just remade it with the fresh picked papers by Country Craft Creation. So I really want to show you that. So again, this was an old tutorial done a year and a half ago, and there is a full tutorial already posted. I'll link that down below. So I will get this out of the way. I just wanted to show you that's what the original one looked like. Here is the one that I made with fresh picked. It is so cute. I can't stand it. So I did use up a whole bunch of more paper. I used up almost all of my rub-ons except for one little patch of little teeny tiny flowers. Just really kind of decked it out, and it just turned out really cute. So here's the cover. Again, my little raccoon here eating his little strawberry. I did put a little heart on his bandana, and I added some of the Spellbinders gems that I got in my design team package around it, and a cluster of flowers down here in just really pretty pattern. Now I did do the paper continuously onto the spine, so it looks like that. And then I didn't do anything else to the spine just because I thought it was so pretty. And then back here I used this paper here, and then I did use this cut out, this one of the ephemera pieces that I cut out here, and then I clustered a bunch of the foam dots and hearts that I got. These are by 49 in Market, and I got them in my design team package, okay? And then I used this gorgeous big 2-inch ribbon to close it with. Just turned out really pretty. So let's open it up. I'll show you what the inside looks like. And again, there was only 2 things that I did different in this album, and I'll tell you that as we go. So the first part here, I did use a magnet for a closure here. This flap opens up like that, and then you have pages that are staggered and layered. So this is how I decorated them. And then what I did was I used some scraps and of little bits of paper, and then some ephemera that I had cut out, and you have a photo mat opportunity here with a little bit of decoration. Okay, so I did everything so that the pictures can go underneath. And then here you can do 2 smaller photos, one up and one down. Okay, so that's that. And then this little piece here does also open up. So on here I used one of the cut aparts from the 6x8 pack. So I did use a combination of 12x12, 8x8, and 6x8 papers. So it's a mishmash of the different sizes depending on what I wanted to do. So I backed it on a little bit of the pink tonic pearlescent card, and I did use some of the little dots to go around the sign that says welcome to the strawberry patch. Then it opens up, if I can get my fingers to work, and you have some more of the little cut aparts that I did. These came from the 8x8, or was it 6x8? 6x8, because they're tiny. The 6x8 paper collection. And then I have this piece here. And a lot of this stuff was just scraps left over, so I tried to make everything fit, and it worked out really well. I did pull some red seam binding from my Country Craft Creation stash because I didn't have any more red gingham ribbon left over. I had a little bit for tags, but that was it. So I didn't have enough to tie. So I did pull some of that. Now this here is an element where it has a slider here on this belly band, and when you slide it all the way down, you have an element that comes down like that. You have photo opportunity here and here, and then you slide it back up the other way, and it does the same thing. Okay, and I used the little ducks on this one. I thought that was really pretty. So there's that. And that, we have a belly band on the front of each page, but each belly band is different. But underneath the belly band, we do have a little booklet. So I used the paper to cover the front, but I left the rest of it plain, and then went and used a lot of the rub-ons that I had to decorate those pages so they weren't like so plain, you know what I mean? So added a little bit of something and lots of room for more photos. And then when you turn the page here, this page is really fun because it's kind of interactive. So I made some tags out of some of the scraps of paper and some of the leftover cardstock that I had. And on this one, I didn't really put anything on it because it was just so cute and had so much going on. I did use one of my little faux hole reinforcements and the two little bits of gingham ribbon that I had left over with some red twine for there. And then again, that I did add a puffy sticker with the stitching here, and then I added a cluster of berries and flowers rub-ons down here in the corner. So then the back, this one I left plain, but this one I used a rub-on down here. Okay, so that keeps that flap closed. So the flap opens up like this, and then it opens up like this. So you have a photo opportunity, you know, here and here. And then this flap here, I did add some dots and a little ephemera piece here. And then I added a foam puffy sticker here. And then again, you have another photo opportunity. And then this is the back of the cover page of the 8x8 paper. And I trimmed the sides and it fit perfectly in this spot. I really wanted to use this paper. I love the picnic scene. It's just so pretty. So then that all closes up, and then the tags are what keeps everything nice and secure. On this page here, this is another belly band, and the belly band here, I added some dots here and here on the cut apart. This came from the 12x12 collection, one of the 4x6 cut aparts. I added the foam sticker here and then 2 more dots here, and this one has a magnetic closure here that keeps it on the belly band, but this opens up, it's a trifold, and then it comes out, so you have lots of photo opportunity there. Okay, and then when you slide it back in, and I show this all in the tutorial, it just pops right back on, okay, and stays right nice in place. So here's the booklet for this page. Had to use my little peg, and then you open it up, some rub-ons here to decorate the pages. Okay, so there goes that. Then you turn the page. On this page here, there's a flap here, and again, I used that hedgehog because he's just so darn cute. And then I took the puffy sticker banner, put it up here, and then I did put lots of gem dots there. And then I did add a little ladybug here on top of the Strawberry Fields Forever here. That opens up, and then you have a photo opportunity here. The photo can go under the hat and under the blanket. Okay, and I thought that kind of fit in with the spring picnic kind of theme here. And then this page folds out, and I used a piece of 12x12 that I cut, and I was able to get that whole side of the image with the chair, which I thought was really pretty. Okay, and then this flap folds up and creates another photo opportunity. And then this page here, I just added the cute little duck down here. Thought that was really pretty. Okay, so there's that. And then here's the last page. It has 3 pages to this album. This unties here. Now this is one thing that I did different. I did 2 different things. So in the original album, and I'll show you here, let me open that up so you can see. On that particular page, I put the seam binding around the whole entire waterfall. On this one, I decided, I did the bottom the same, but I did the top seam binding underneath the photo here so you could see this image. So that's the only difference I did on this waterfall, and there's one more difference I'll show you on the next page. Little dots and a little foam heart sticker here. There's a little foam strawberry sticker here. This opens up, and I did cover these with the cut aparts from the 6x8 package. So they have all of that going on. Use some strips here, but I left the backs plain so that you could put a photo. Okay. Isn't this pretty? And then underneath is a pocket, and in the pocket I made this little tag out of the last cut apart that I had from the 4x6 collection. That just tucks in there. So I like both ways of doing the seam binding. I just wanted to do something a little bit different on this one, so that's what I did. On the back of this page, you have this nice little flap here, okay? So on here, I use the puffy sticker that says Nature's Haven, and then I put some of the dots there. And then this opens up and comes out. So again, I did a piece of 12x12 in its entirety to cover this particular piece. And then on the back, I left it plain, except for I put the rub-ons on there to kind of decorate it for the photos. And then this is just a pocket. Okay. So, oh, and I don't know if you noticed this or not, on the spine, I put a little strawberry rub on there, and then I have a little strawberry rub on there. So I don't think I pointed that out. So on the back page, this is the other different thing I did, and I'll tell you about it. So this little piece here, this has a magnet closure, and it kind of keeps everything all contained. In the original album, because the papers were super thick, because you guys know 49 market papers are super thick, it kind of bends a little bit here. It still closes and it still works and it's fine. On this one, all I did was I added 1/8 of an inch to create a little 1/8 of an inch gusset, just to give it a little bit more room, and that worked out pretty good. So when you do look at the original tutorial, if you take this piece and just add 1/8 of an inch to this, or you don't even have to do that, just make an extra 1/8 of an inch score, then you can have that little gusset and it will help a little bit better. Okay, so on this piece here, I did the little dots and I did a couple foam strawberries, and then this opens up. I did use a piece of pink cardstock here, and that kind of also helps strengthen it a little bit too and cover up the magnets. So that's the other reason I did that. And then this little cut apart here, so you can put a photo there. And then here again, it says my happy place with the dots up here, and then you open it up, there's a great big photo opportunity, and I used a couple of the cut aparts and then one of the rub-ons down here to decorate. Here's just my little bees here doing their work on the strawberries, and then this I fussy cut from a scrap of paper that was left over to create a little tuck spot for your photo. Okay, and then this opens up here. And again, I did the same thing. I fussy cut that little mouse out and put him in the corner. Then I have my ducks here, so you have a nice picture opportunity here. So then that just closes like that, and boom, like that. So that's my second album that I did. And again, I do like to do remakes of my albums every once in a while in totally different paper, and it just looks so pretty. So go check out that tutorial if you haven't seen it in a while, or if you missed it the first time, because it's a great album. It's really fast to put together, and I just had a lot of fun with it. So that's this album right here. And then, so I did have some other things left over, and I wanted to I had an idea. So here's my idea. I made some bookmarks. So this paper here actually came from the packaging from the rub-ons. So it was together kind of like this, if you could see it. It was all in one piece. So I trimmed it to 8 by 2 3/4, and then I used 2 scraps of cardstock that I had left over to back it. And then I used my corner rounder here, and then I just added some puffy stickers. So I put Wonder here with the little hearts, and then I put another little heart down here by the strawberries. This one I used the balloons, and I put Explore here. I did have to pop the Explore up with some more foam dots behind it, but that worked out really, really pretty. And then I have some of the little dots kind of sprinkled around from the foam dots. And then down here, there was a little sticker that said Wild and Free, so I used that here. Then I just used my eyelet punch, the oval eyelet punch, and this ribbon is nice and beautiful, and I had a little bit left over, so I used it through there, and then I used the red twine. So I just made some little bookmarks to go with the collection, so I thought that was kind of fun. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. Quick and easy, but it was a remake of a previous album that I did using 49 in Market, and this was also a design team project for Country Craft Creations, like I said, back in January of 2025. So it's always nice to kind of revisit these and make them in different papers. I think it's really, really fun. So that's what I have to share with you today. I hope you liked it. Go check out the tutorial. These 2 books are just amazing, and they're gorgeous. Oh, and I should tell you how big they are, right? These are 7 by 7.5, and they have 2-inch spines. Okay, 3 pages loaded. Put a lot of pictures in here. All right, so that's all the talking I have for today. So thanks so much for watching. Take care, stay crafty. I'll be back soon with more things. All right, bye-bye.